to start. Got it. Groovy. So I am going to be talking today a little bit about the technology that the Missouri State team has made available to you. We're also going to talk about what exactly it means to be an ambassador for your Bears Gift Giving Day this year, which is happening on March 5th and 6th. So Allison and I are going to be sort of tag teaming here. I think there may be another special guest or two popping up over the course of this call. So we do ask for everyone, I'm not sure how many people are actually in the room there on campus, but for those of you in the room and on the Zoom here, if you have questions that pop up, please feel free to drop those in the chat or to save them for the end. We will save a little bit of time for Q&A, and then I'll give you some additional contact info at the end in case other questions pop up. So I am actually going to pass it right back over to Allison here. Allison is the Director of Annual Funds at Missouri State, and she's going to go ahead and kick us off by explaining a little bit about the theme, the concept, and the goal for Giving Day this year. So take it away, Allison.
Thank you. So this year our goal is 2,400 donors, so 2,424 is the goal. And then we have the theme of, I think it's the next slide, be part of the future. And then the hashtag again is Bears Give, hashtag Bears Give, and then hashtag Grizzlies Give for West Plains campus. And then the website again is givingday.missouri-state.edu for this Giving Day.
Okay, thanks, Allison. I'm excited for this. So I'm not sure if you want to cover this or if we want Greg to cover this. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you can take your Giving Day contribution one step further. Obviously, everyone who is on the call is really here to talk through ambassador strategy, to talk a little bit about that. Oh, we do have a special guest. Awesome. So Greg, I'm going to pass this back over to you to talk a little bit about sponsoring a match challenge or leaderboard.
Thank you, Courtney. For those of you online, maybe watching this recording or here in the room, my name is Greg Fansler. I serve as Executive Director of Engagement Alumni Relations. And thank you all for your time today to be here to learn about being an ambassador. I can tell you, having been in a part of our Giving Day last year and been a part of a previous institution's Giving Day using this platform, being an ambassador is an awful lot of fun. And you will get to see how you can make a dramatic impact on you personally. If you are here representing your department and you want to create a department alias or a student fund alias that can show and represent your brand as a department, so alumni see the impact you're making, pride bands, what have you, that is really cool to do, to share across your network. And plus, you have an opportunity to win some additional money, as the Ambassador Challenge has the top 3 ambassadors have a challenge relating to where you want to direct funds. I'm here to talk about how you can even make a bigger impact. So my wife and I, for example, do a Matcher Challenge, and with my ambassador link, I in turn get to share what it is I'm supporting and encouraging my network, my family, my friends to do the same. And so a match is really a dollar for dollar match. Why is this so interesting and impactful? Is because when people come to the website, they're going to see the 18, 19 different units, departments out there that we have: athletics, your college, and then your college will be your department if you're here representing your department. And if you have a match or a challenge associated with your department or your student organization, it will be lifted up to the top of the page. And we know through Courtney can attest to this, that a match and challenge increases your likelihood of closing a gift for that area at a 30% or higher greater chance. So when people get to their shopping cart and they've made a $100 gift to the College of Business, they will see that that $100 gift also checks off match challenge A and donor challenge B. And so that they'll see that their gift actually makes a bigger impact and that it's potentially getting to a chance to unlock additional funds for the area. So the pitch is, if you have made a gift to the university this year, or you would like to, that's at the $500 level or above, or you're working with your department boards or your college boards, and you have alumni that are serving on there that want to draw additional impact and philanthropy to your college, department, et cetera. A Matcher Challenge is going to be a huge tool to garner additional support. And Allison is certainly the point person for you to connect with. If you have and work with a director of development, they also would love to talk to you about that as well. Of course, my door's open, and too. So, thank you. So that was the money pitch. So if you have extra $500, just pass it along and we'll make a match your challenge, right? Thanks. Allison, I think I'm done. Moving over to Courtney.
You're done, Greg, and you knocked it out of the park. Thank you so much. I told you we had special guests joining. So what Greg said is absolutely true. Just want to double down on that. What we see for those dollar for dollar matches is that instant gratification. You know, maybe it's a donor's first ever gift to Missouri State, and they say, wow, if I give, I was a music major, so I always veer toward music. If I give $25 to music, it's actually going to show up and look like $50 was added because that's a dollar for dollar match. So we do see a 27 to 30% increase in a donor's willingness or likelihood of checking out on a giving day when there's a match. So really excited. I hope some of you will give Allison and team a call. All right. Moving right along, we are going to zip in and talk about what everybody's here and so excited to talk through, and that is the best way for you to get involved on Giving Day as an ambassador. So want to quickly give you sort of the 10-cent tour of what ambassadors do. I'll gas you up a little bit and tell you why you're important, and then we'll talk about how to actually execute this. So ambassadors are a crucial piece of Giving Days across the country, as Greg shared earlier. They help spread the word about Giving Day in whatever way they feel comfortable. So we are going to talk here a little bit about these sort of levels that the Missouri State team has come up with to show you the different ways you can get involved as an ambassador. Ambassadors can sign up through the Giving Day site and are able to create a custom ambassador URL. It is your very own link to Giving Day that you can use to track the impact of your sharing efforts. You can simply, just simply talk about Giving Day, or you can direct people to the main Giving Day site. So I know Greg sort of mentioned it earlier, and I'm excited for them to talk through this later, but there are some additional incentives and competitions that are running for those sort of all-star social media and texting ambassadors that we're about to talk about. So just a really quick tour of these 4 types. The first would be sort of the base level here. These are folks who aren't necessarily super social media savvy, but who really want to make a splash on Giving Day. These are folks who are word of mouth ambassadors. They're having meaningful conversations within their networks, especially if their network is full of Bears or Grizzlies, not forgetting about you West Plains folks, folks who are talking about the importance of giving back to Missouri State, how it makes them feel to give, and then telling folks, hop online and search for Missouri State's Giving Day this year. Those folks, because they are not signing up as official ambassadors, they are not participating in the ambassador competitions. They are not able to track the impact of their sharing with that custom ambassador link. These are just for folks. This level is really just for folks who want to participate, but don't really want to lean into that gamification. The other 3 types do require a sign up. It is a pretty quick and easy sign up process. We will actually look at some screenshots of that in just a few minutes. Social media ambassadors lean more toward, you guessed it, sharing on social media, copying their custom ambassador link and sharing that out along with a personal story of connection on the social media platforms they are using. Another sort of ambassador niche you could fill here is the text and email ambassador. Again, you guessed it, this is someone who is copying their custom ambassador link and sharing that with their network via text and email. I have seen this type of ambassador be really effective. I know we often think social media when we're talking grassroots fundraising, but folks who aren't necessarily social media savvy, but who still want to participate are able to log in as ambassadors, copy their link, and share that in other ways. And then finally, we've got the all-star ambassador. This is someone who is doing some combo of all of these above. If it's, if you're a representative for a student organization or you're a faculty or staff member, maybe you're having in-person conversations and directing people, with a later text or a follow-up message on Facebook with your custom link. Maybe you're posting on social media with some teaser, save the date language, and then day of, you're actually posting your link and your story. Again, you do not necessarily need to sign up as a registered ambassador in order to participate, but it is encouraged just so you can track the efforts of your sharing and you can really, lean into that gamification. So got a couple of FAQs that came up last year. I want to talk through sort of what your role is and what these sort of FAQs here really are. So first question that we get all the time is, do you have to sign up online? As I just shared, no, you do not. You should sign up and verify your ambassador account if you want to be able to track the impact of your efforts. But again, you can be a word of mouth ambassador just for that sort of entry level if you want to get a little taste of what it's like to spread the word. The big question I get here is, what do ambassadors do? Your role on the day of is really to rally the troops and inspire your networks to give. You are inspiring everyone you know to find something they want to support at Missouri State. There are so many areas that the team has programmed into our website this year. I like to call it sort of the matchmaking process, you know, the give to what you love. There really is something for everyone at Missouri State. My favorite part of this is I always jokingly call these digital pep rallies. This is your one 24-hour opportunity where there are so many sets of eyes looking at your Giving Day site. They are talking about philanthropy at Missouri State and really looking at the impact across campus. So your job, again, is to make this fun. You want to lean into the celebration aspects, talk about the mission of Missouri State and why you are connected to it. So something to keep in mind is that your networks are going to be inspired to give and to join you in making a gift on this day if you are not only sharing your custom ambassador link so you can get credit and participate, but also sharing your personal story of connection. We're going to talk a little bit later about some sort of flags, some questions that might drum up some ideas for you about what you can share. So we're going to talk a little bit about the resources that have been provided for you by the Missouri State team. I'm actually really excited about these this year. So we're going to talk about telling your Missouri State story, be part of the future. These are some images that have been prepared. I stole some screenshots from this year's Giving Day Toolkit and also some images that were shared last year. These are great examples. You have international photos, you have photos of folks at Missouri State sporting events, people who are just sharing the images and the logos that have been provided in the ambassador dashboard that we're going to talk about in just a few minutes. We've got throwback graduation photos. We have this very sweet photo of this little baby bear in a Missouri State t-shirt. So I'd encourage you to sort of lean into the materials that are being provided for you, but to make them personal. So on the subject of making it personal, let's talk a little bit about this. Ideas to sort of, marinate on for the next couple of weeks leading up to Giving Day. Again, rather than just sharing the link to the Bears Give site and sort of hoping that people will know what it is much better to share your personal fundraising link along with a personal anecdote or story. Here are a couple questions that might spark some of those ideas. Think about what you're passionate about in relation to Missouri State. Did your degree help you land your dream career? Did you, like so many folks at universities across the campus, did you form a network of friends, peers, professors that changed your life? Do you simply care about giving back because you want to pay it forward and sort of pass the baton to the next generation of students? Maybe tell a story about your favorite Missouri State memory. Every year on my alma mater's Giving Day, I tell goofy stories about my time in undergrad and I tag all of my friends and encourage them to give. Maybe telling a story about your favorite class or professor, or even getting down to the nitty-gritty and writing about why you decided to study or work at Missouri State in the first place. Okay. So one of the things we talk a lot about is incorporating this sort of fundraising lingo here. I want to talk a little bit about I statements to showcase need. So yes, step one to be a good ambassador, I'm going to be a broken record here, is to make sure you are sharing your custom ambassador link if you have chosen to participate by signing up as a registered ambassador. That is, again, how you will get credit. That is how your network will know where to give. And you will see a list of non-anonymous donors who make a gift through your link, so you can reach out and say thank you afterwards. But it is also really great to provide one of those, to include one of those images provided by the Missouri State team, or some of your own images, a throwback from graduation day, throwbacks from your time on campus, your dog decked out in Missouri State gear. Sort of the possibilities are endless here. So let's talk a little bit about this I language. When you are sharing your link and telling your story, I think it's important to remember that there should always be a call to action. It's not just telling your story, but you're asking someone to join you in supporting Missouri State. I give to Missouri State because it makes me feel like I'm building up the next generation of Bears. My joy from giving back comes from the experiences I had as a recipient of philanthropy during my time on campus. Think about how giving back supports your favorite aspects of Missouri State. Write a sentence about that. Do you care about supporting academic or athletic excellence? Do you care about supporting a specific student organization that made an impact on your life? So remember, again, broken record here, always include your ambassador link and a call to action. And drumroll please, it is always helpful to use the hashtag. So we're going to talk one step further for those tech-savvy Bears. Everything I have talked about so far, sharing your personal story of connection, sharing a link to the Giving Day site, using that I-focus, person-forward fundraising language, those tactics can all be used by any ambassador, whether they want to be just a word of mouth ambassador and not register, if they want to register and only share via text and email, or if they want to go all the way and share via text, email, and social media. This next section is where we're going to talk about the technology for those of you who are inspired to sort of take up the cause here and register as official ambassadors. So again, remember, you can be an effective part of this team building up sort of the buzz around Giving Day without going through the online verification process. But I think, as Greg said, it is a heck of a lot of fun to see this in action on Giving Day. So we're going to talk about sort of leveling up here by signing up as a verified ambassador through the Bears Give 2024 site. We're going to walk through the process of signing up. I'll show you some screenshots of what that looks like and talk a little bit about the benefits of being a verified ambassador. So if you want to track your progress, I know we've talked about that a lot, as a verified ambassador, step one is, you guessed it, sign up. So at the end of this slide deck, we're going to show you the link. It's givingday.missouri-state.edu. It's right here on this slide. After this call is over or after you've watched the recording, please hop over there and sign up as an ambassador if you haven't done so already. It is a really simple process and it looks just like that. You're seeing that on the left of your screen. So there is an entire ambassador page within that Giving Day site. Once you navigate over there, you'll see an ambassador tab in the top right-hand corner. Click on that tab and you can sign up using your email. Once you create your account, you're going to receive this welcome email you see here on the screen with that lovely confirm sign up button. You are going to need to click the confirm sign up button in order to get into the platform. You will then receive a welcome email that says, welcome. Thank you for supporting Missouri State. It will have your personal fundraising link. It will have a couple of easy social share buttons, and it will also have a link to the ambassador dashboard. We are going to talk about the ambassador dashboard on the next slide. So as a verified ambassador, you will have access to this sort of central hub of information we call the ambassador dashboard. It includes a lot of information and some resources to help you and make your job as easy as it possibly can be on Giving Day. So near the top of the ambassador dashboard page, you are going to see a prompt to share. There are 3 easy social media buttons there. You can click Facebook, you can click Twitter/X. I'm such a millennial, I refuse to just call it X. Or you can click on LinkedIn there. That is automatically going to copy your custom ambassador link, meaning if you click one of those buttons and share, you will automatically get credit for any gifts that are made when someone clicks on your social posts and makes their gift. You will also see that email share button there. Again, it functions in a similar way. It will auto-populate your custom ambassador link into an email. All you have to do is build the text around that. You don't really have to worry about copying and pasting it. Those easy social share buttons are there in hopes that you will share more than once over the course of Giving Day. So here on the ambassador dashboard, you can also see which of your friends, colleagues, other members of your network are giving back. You're going to see a list. I've been a really terrible ambassador. You can see I've raised a total of $0 from 0 donors, but let's say I had 6 people who had clicked on my links, whether I'd sent them out via email or in a social post, and they made a gift. If they are non-anonymous, meaning if they chose to share their name on the donor wall, I will see a list of all of those donors right here on the ambassador dashboard. I'll see the number of times people have clicked on my post on LinkedIn, and I'll see the dollars that I have raised. We're going to talk about this other section here, this actual referral link right here on the next slide. So this is sort of the bread and butter of being an ambassador. If you take one thing away from this call today, it is that if you want to participate as a verified ambassador, this link is crucial. This is how you're going to get your credit. So you will notice that your custom referral link it's pretty long. It's got all of these numbers. It has UTMs and underscores and equal signs, and it's a lot. To make things easier on you, we have a feature where you're able to shorten that URL. So you can see down here, if you're lucky enough to have the coolest name of the 90s like I do, you can see here that I have added /Courtney as my custom short link. Once I save that with that beautiful blue save button, it's going to auto-populate it right here in that top box. All I have to do is click that and copy it. So you are also able to choose where that link points. So when you verify as an ambassador and you hop in here, if the only thing you do is copy that link, if you post that anywhere or share it with anyone, it will direct them straight to the main Giving Day site for Bears Give this year. It will not be directed at a specific area, but I know a lot of you here on the call and probably watching this recording are advocating for specific areas. Maybe it's your school or unit, maybe it is a specific student organization. You are able to select from this referred page dropdown where you are pointing your link. So you can guide anyone who clicks on your custom ambassador link to a suggested page from the different giving area options. For example, if you're most passionate about supporting athletics, you could point your fundraising link to a landing page for athletics. If you are supporting, I supported Pride Bands last year. If that's where you want to direct your friends and your loved ones to visit, if they click on your link, you could select Pride Bands from the dropdown. So encourage you once you sign in to go and explore what the referred page dropdown options are this year. The nice thing about this technology, though, is that your donors are able to choose what they want to give to. So if I'm directing my referred page, so my custom link points people to the Pride Bands page, but let's say Allison here wants to give to baseball. If Allison clicks on my link and is taken to the Pride Bands page, she is still able to navigate back to the home page, click on baseball, and make a gift. The way the ambassador tool works is my code is saved in her device for 7 days. So I will still get credit for that gift, which is awesome, even though she gave to baseball and not to Pride Bands, which is what I was sort of directing her to. So Allison, I'm going to bring you up here, talk a little bit about how West Plains and alumni and friends can be connected on the Giving Day, but also to talk a little bit about your incentives. So I'm going to pass it back over to you, Allison.
Excuse me. All right. So we have incentives for being an ambassador for Giving Day. One of those is being at the top of the leaderboards. The top 3 ambassadors get $500 to give to the area of their choice. So that is one way to incentivize being an ambassador. But we also have the U+2 program, which is where you make a gift and then you get 2 other people to make a gift using your unique link. You get one of these 40-ounce tumblers from Missouri State. So it's that nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. They convinced me to use one today. I was not using them. So thank you for convincing me to use.
Isn't there something else you get?
You get a vintage logo sticker sheet too from Missouri State. So it will have, yes. So it will have the vintage logos on it, including West Plains logos. So West Plains has their own version of the cup. They have a grizzly blue with the grizzly head logo on it too. So that's for the West Plains ambassadors as well.
That's
All right,
awesome.
that's it.
Yeah, thanks, Allison. I have to tell you guys, I'm a vintage girl at heart, so I'm really excited to see those vintage logo stickers. I better drum up my my Missouri friends to encourage them to give this year. Allison, I'm going to go ahead and cover this social share example your team pulled together and brag about you for just a few minutes. So the team pulled together what we're calling the Ambassador Toolkit this year to, again, make your life a little bit easier, make it really clear what we are asking you to do to spread the word and encourage your networks to give back during Bears Give. So you can download what we're calling the Ambassador Toolkit by navigating over to givingday.missouri-state.edu. You're seeing a link here on the screen that's going to take you over to that Giving Day Tools site. It is really cool. The team has outdone themselves this year. Again, I love the vintage spin. You can see from that, the image right here, be part of the future. There is a vintage spin sort of on everything. So again, the encouragement here is that you will be getting out there and emailing, sharing, posting what you love most about Missouri State. There are some sample social media templates and email templates in that toolkit that might help guide a little bit of your communication. You'll find some suggested timelines for sharing, tips and tricks for having sort of a wider reach in your network, and then examples of how Missouri State ambassadors have spread the word in the past. So once you are registered as an ambassador, highly encourage you to tap into your creativity here and start really thinking about how you want to share your story. Okay. Want to talk through next steps for all Bears Give ambassadors. We have on this next slide, I'm actually quite excited about it, just a call out of everything we covered today, and then we will again save some time at the end here for questions. So First and foremost, if you want to be a verified ambassador, don't forget you need to navigate to givingday.missouri-state.edu, click on the ambassadors button and actually sign up as an ambassador. Go through the steps of clicking confirm sign up in that email, and then you will be ready to go. Hop over to the ambassador dashboard and check it out. Look at the resources that have been made available to you. Go ahead and customize your personal fundraising link. You can shorten it. Sorry, Courtney's already been taken this year, but may have to get a little creative. Start thinking about your Missouri State story and what you want to share. I really encourage you. I feel like we live in this information age where everything is so transactional and so quick, but this could really be a moment for you to sit and really reflect on your relationship with Missouri State and why it's important for you to advocate for your area of interest on Giving Day. Get excited. That's the easiest one here. Get excited. This is a fun day for the staff in the annual giving office. This is a fun day for everyone across campus. So get excited and remember that during the actual Giving Day, you are going to want to share. So on March 5th and 6th, the site will be open and accepting gifts. You will see the efforts of your sharing on that ambassador dashboard when you're seeing your numbers go up and up. I know Allison and Greg both talked about that ambassador leaderboard. You will in real time see your name move up on that leaderboard as folks are making gifts through your link. I will tell you, I get a lot competitive on these giving days. So my secret hack here is to get personal, share your link, and most importantly, give donors a few extra chances to click on your link. So don't just post once, post a few times over the course of the day. So final slide here, going to talk through this contact info. If you have questions, again, remember you can navigate over to the Giving Day site and click on the FAQ button. You will see some wonderful FAQs there, or you can email Allison at allisonharper@missouri-state.edu. If you have questions about being an ambassador or anything related to Missouri State's 2024 Bears Give Giving Day, again, you can reach out to Allison. So I am going to stop sharing my screen, invite Allison back up here to moderate and see if we have any questions.
Allison, I have a question. For the 2+Me, is there a specific dollar amount that is required?
No, there's a minimum donation amount of $5 for Giving Day.
Can we also elaborate on how that 7-day link works? So if somebody clicks on your direct link and then it follows them around, I'm assuming it tracks a cookie thread through an IP address or something like that?
Excellent question. You are speaking my language. So yes, I'll give you just a brief description of how this works now. Let's say Allison shares on Facebook her ambassador link as a save the date. She shares it a few days before Giving Day. I click on it. I go over to the Giving Day site. Obviously, I can't make my gift yet because it's not March 5th. So I'm exploring, looking at the different Giving Day options, figuring out where I want to make my gift. And then, I navigate away from it because it's 2 or 3 days before Giving Day. Then on Giving Day, let's say I get one of the wonderful emails that Angie's team is putting together, and I click on a link there. Because I clicked on Allison's link within a 7-day time frame, if the other link I click on is not affiliated with an ambassador, Allison will get the credit for my gift. However, if the other link I click on is affiliated with an ambassador account, that is the ambassador that will get the credit. So whichever ambassador link you clicked on last is where your gift credit will go. So if you want to, click on your own link and make your U+2 gift through there so you can make sure you get credit, make sure that is the last link you click on when you go to make your gift. Is that helpful?
That's great. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you for the question. It's a great one.
Or do you if someone shares someone else's post, like on Facebook?
Be helpful if I unmuted. Yes, if someone shares someone else's post, the link in that attached to that post is the original ambassador's link. So if Allison posts on her Facebook and I share that, Allison would get the credit from that shared, any gifts that were made through my shared post, because that was her link that was shared. Great question.
Hi, I have a question. So it looks like individuals can be ambassadors. Can like a department be an ambassador or like a program, or is it only tied to individuals?
Absolutely. We encourage departments to become under one umbrella for ambassadors so that you can rise the leaderboard. You have another comment?
Marjorie, all I was going to say is when you're setting that up, you can get a little creative and make the first name half of whatever your department name is and the second name half of it. So the Department of Music or however you want to list that would be great. Great question.
Thank you.
Encourage faculty to use that same link on their social chairs. Yeah.
Yeah. So encourage everybody to use that same link for their social shares. Yes.
I think I asked this last year, I forgot the answer. Do you encourage or discourage early giving?
We don't discourage giving ever. So, early giving is great. We have a function right now on the website where you can give, right now, if you
So
want
if I
to.
posted about this right now and gave my customized link, somebody clicked on it, they could give today.
No, because the website's not live.
Okay, so you're gonna let us know when it's live?
Yes. Yes,
So does it stop on the 6th? Like, there's no donations on the 7th or anything like that?
correct.
Okay.
So the campaign will end at 10 p.m. that night. But we will, through the technology and to the savviness of our Scale Funder team here, thanks Courtney for all you've done. We will be able to track people who didn't close out their carts, right? And so we'll be able to send some notes to people who maybe didn't get all the way through and make the transaction and say there's still time to give, but the number that we will celebrate will end in that culmination. So, makes sense? Yeah, Tom.
So I'm bad or I'm busy or I'm both, but I think one reason the website's not live yet is because like I, hopefully some other people, just so I feel good about it, haven't gotten their stuff in yet. What's our drop dead deadline? Yeah.
Well, I think we have today as the goal. So.
That's Dean Peters, by the way, for those of you online.
Midnight today or?
You
I
can,
know,
you get
it's
it
good.
when you're able to. I understand that you're busy.
So, we don't make the function of the website live to see all of the departments until that 10 o'clock time.
We can preview the departments,
Yes.
though, so you can see them, what they look like before they go live.
So the work that Allison's doing to program that and work with you for any of the other academic leaders on the call, thank you for joining, deans across the campus. We want to make your college page and then the departments that have challenges associated with them apparent and at the top part of it. And so we need to work on that script so that when alumni goes to the libraries, they see the matching challenge that is part of your program.
Do you recommend tweaking last year's script? Or? You know,
Yeah, we can work with you on however you'd like to be represented.
And we've made some standardized images this year too, so if you want to skip that portion of the survey and just the new video link, that works too.
Question, is there an option for donors to like pledge a gift, or does everything just like have to be paid right then and there on the website?
It is about dollars in, so, and so we are encouraging everybody to have current use in dollars in, so that's the transaction, that's how we can celebrate the $2,400 donor goal.
Okay.
So, Allison, or Courtney, correct me if I'm wrong, but, the way the function of the technology is, it's not about collecting pledges, it's about current use.
And we did send out a letter with a remit form, so people can give that way if they want to do a check or however they give.
So someone just dropped in the chat a note about making a gift from the Give Early button, which yes, Allison and team have worked really hard. The other side of the platform that our team works with Missouri State on is called crowdfunding. I'm sure many of you have been part of crowdfunding projects. They currently have a banner across, Missouri State have a banner across your Giving Day site, encouraging folks to give early if they wish to. The one call out I want to make there is yes, folks can make those early gifts to the area of their choice, but there is no way for ambassadors to receive credit for those early gifts. So I know there's a note in here about Vonda making an early gift. I love it. I'm excited. We're never going to turn away gifts. But just a note, anyone who makes a gift through that early giving link will not grant or receive ambassador credit of any kind. Only when the giving day goes live on the 5th.
What was the impact of our ambassadors last year, Allison?
I don't remember what the
Oh.
advertisement was.
Oh, no, just how many ambassadors do we have?
Oh, we had 256 ambassadors. Right now, we are almost at 300 ambassadors.
And as a note, last year ambassadors raised over $112,000 for your giving day. 814 gifts were made through ambassador share links, which is incredible for a first-time giving day on our platform. So good on you, Bears.
Yeah, so that's almost a third of the gifts that came in and we celebrated of the 2,100 came from ambassadors. So we can't thank you enough if you're still online or if you watch this recording. And for those of you here with us this afternoon, by being an ambassador, you dramatically impact this day and how we all can be part of the future. Thank you.
Greg, I think you were touching on the challenge piece of it. I didn't quite hear all of it, but if we're interested in setting up a personal challenge or maybe one of the advisory councils that we work with, how do we go about doing that? Because I just did the individual page where it takes you now to the giving. I designated it to the drop down list of my choice, but how do we now work in a challenge piece of it?
Yes, Bob, thank you. And thank you for all of the work you do for the Entertainment Management Board. If that's the advisory group that you're referencing. We do plan to reach out to that leadership there and can work with you also individually. So luckily we know who you are and how to get a hold of you. So know that we'll be reaching out to you very, very soon with what that potential will be. Did I help answer your question?
That's it. Great. Thanks.
Yep.
So in other words, if you wanted to set something up like that, to reach out to you two,
It's important that ultimately it comes back to Allison, since
Okay.
she's setting up the match and challenge
Okay,
on the
so-
platform, and that
okay.
would be the best person to connect with. But Bob, another member of our team, Michaela Bennett, who has worked with and set that meeting up, connected with you and the faculty member who leads that advisory board. We are doing some outreach to those departments that have advisory boards like the one you have served on, to see if advisory boards want to make a gift to elevate the brand of that department. And so that's exactly what we need to do. Thanks. Angie.
I have an online question. Andrew from Kansas City asked, is it the university's preference that an ambassador drive donors towards the broader campaign, a department, college, or general operating fund, as opposed to a specific fund or scholarship?
There's no preference to the area of your choice. That's where we want you to give. But unrestricted is always a good option to give to because it goes to the area of greatest need on campus first.
Yeah, Andrew, so no specific fund, it is Give to Where You Care, and that's the power of Giving Day. Is Missouri State is on a platter. So you can pick and choose if it's Pride Band or Bear Pantry, thanks Alex for being here, and any part of campus that you'd like to make a gift to. And then when you check out, it is very simple to just have a little checkbox to say, oh, I really want this sum to be dissected across this amount and this amount. And then, again, as I mentioned earlier with the matches and challenges, as you may make a gift to Pride Bands and Bear Pantry and Dar College of Agriculture, you'll see all of the different challenges and matches your $100 gift is impacting, is supporting. Thank you for the participation online. Andrew, great to hear from you.
I wanted to also share that the link, Courtney, that you shared for our toolkit, with the update of the new website, it's actually redirecting to the home page. So if you do go to the home page, it's towards the bottom middle. There's a link that is directly to the toolkit. We'll also make sure that it's sent to you ambassadors in our ambassador communications platform.
For those of you online, the Ambassador Toolkit can be found on our main Giving Day page halfway down. But as an ambassador, you will be reminded about that in our communication out to you. All right, no other questions here, but you may think of some. Please reach out to Allison. Beth Nichols is in the room too. She's kind of she is serving as our ambassador lead for our steering committee. So you're welcome to touch base with her. We can't thank you enough. And Allison and Courtney, thank you for all of the time and attention you're putting into this. It is a community program that Missouri State, again, is on the map of everybody, all 150,000 bears across the globe. We're going to be pressing to make sure all 50 states turn maroon, meaning we get at least a gift from all 50. I think we had 45 last year. So if you know anybody in Maine or Vermont, now's the time to start calling them to say, hey, I need your help, March 5th and 6th. Don't go out there picking blueberries or playing with the moose. We need your attention here in Springfield. So we're excited for it. And again, thank you for helping us get to this goal of 2,400 bears supporting Missouri State. Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. Go Bears.